So this is my raised bed garden boxes, and what I use is 2x10s, and they're just rough cut hemlock from the Amish. All I did was square the ends, obviously, and then I measured out 8 feet, cut them 8 feet, and I had 4 of them total, because these are 16 feet long and they're 6 feet wide. So I got a 12-foot piece, and I cut that in half, and I used that for the end. And I wouldn't go much wider than 6 feet, because if you're trying to reach in the middle, you know, 3 feet's pretty far to reach in the middle for your raised bed. So I also had some 2x10s laying around, and that's what I used these scrap pieces here to splice the centers together. So what I was left with was 4 8-foots and then 2 6-foot pieces for the ends. The paint that I used was this here. This is what I got from Walmart. I think it was about $26 or so for a gallon of it. And this was the second most expensive thing that I had to buy. But it was plenty enough to paint it. I put 2 coats on, and then I was able to go around and paint the other 2 boxes that I already have here. And I still had a lot left over. I got done with the painting, and I laid the box out where I wanted it, and then these are the nails that I used. I used these nails to pound it together. I had some real thick ones, but they were way too thick and they just split the wood. So this is what I ended up using. I don't know how much these are because they were just laying around, so this is what I used. And the scrap pieces that I used to splice the ends together, all I did was screw those on. The wood itself cost me $35 for the wood. The paint cost me somewhere in the mid-20s. The nails were free. In years past, all I had was topsoil in these boxes, which is done just fine. But this year I decided to get a little bit of mushroom compost. So just today I added a decent amount of mushroom compost, and then I got the tiller and I mixed that all up. And this tiller does a great job, and I made sure I made about 4 or 5 passes. So this is my raised bed. I think it's a pretty easy and cheap way of building them. They're 10 inches deep, which is plenty deep enough. I've planted carrots in them before and they turned out decent. So hopefully here within the next couple days I can get planting my onion bulbs and my radishes, and you'll have to excuse the dogs. Either way, sorry about that. But hopefully here in a couple days we'll get planting, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching.